Welcome back to episode 2. Today we're going to talk about probably one of the most impactful things to hit the weight loss scene in a minute. I mean, to the point where they're saying that food companies may even be forced to make healthier options because of this one thing that's hit the weight loss scene. You even got Walmart saying that they have that their food sales have went down by 15% from people just purchasing this product. Yeah, it's that crazy. You even got Weight Watchers talking about teaming up with them to offer it as a part of the weight loss system. This is no other than
Ozempic.
Day one of Ozempic.
This is day one of Ozempic.
Ozempic. Yes, that's right. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably heard of Ozempic. And if you haven't, I'm about to tell you today exactly what you need to know. If you've been thinking about taking it, is it for you? How much it's going to cost? What the effects are? We're about to let you know right now. But before we get started, remember to like and subscribe. That way you can keep up with all the best content about all the best topics. What have the Democratic Party really done for black people? This Ozempic got y'all in the headlock. He was going to be the savior for black people, right? We didn't need to know anything else. We just needed to know he was black because at the end of the day, we thought the message was clear across the board. One of us get in office, it's a wrap. So in 2024, I'm pretty sure you heard about Ozempic. But like I said, if you haven't, I'm here to give you all the facts. Let's get into it. Everybody and their mama taking this. I'm talking about this has to be one of the big back. I'm talking not the big. I didn't mean to say the big back. This is probably the biggest thing right now on the streets. Everybody is on it. And I mean, this stuff is mad expensive, especially if you ain't got insurance. You might as well be ready to come out your pocket. Ozempic is a drug that was developed for people with type 2 diabetes to help lower their blood sugar. So somewhere, I think around 2018 or so, 2019, people started figuring out you could use it for weight loss. So now in 2024, everybody, like I said, is on this drug. So how does Ozempic help you lose weight? Well, it says that not only does Ozempic help reduce your appetite, but it also helps you fight cravings, addictions. I mean, this stuff is crazy. Really. It's dang near like a miracle or something, right? It mimics the GLP-1 that regulates the blood sugar levels. And that's how you're able to lose the weight. It keeps your blood sugar levels lower throughout the day, so that way you don't have any blood sugar spikes and just won't gain any weight. The way that you take the drug is you have to inject it. I think start to develop some oral options, but right now it's still through injection. And also there is supposed to be a shortage of it. So I'm pretty sure until they can meet the supply and the demand of it, there may or may not be any new forms. Or maybe there will be new forms a lot sooner than later. That way they can meet the demand, because evidently a lot of people that actually need it for diabetes can't even get it. Because y'all done went out here, done big back, I'm talking about just was head all in the plate.
We had 3 sodas,
3 sodas,
2 bags of hot Funyuns,
2 bag hot for you.
a nutty buddy,
All right,
a strawberry shortcake,
all right,
an ice cream sandwich, 2 fudge round pies,
all right.
and nutty buddy, a plain nutty buddy.
Okay.
And now y'all want to go out here and take from people that actually need the drug.
So listen to me. Huh? Listen. I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes. And you better have answers.
Survive. Y'all out here trying to be snatched. But look, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give y'all some warnings, because as good as this stuff is to you, of course, there's always another side of it, right? So let's talk about some of the common side effects that most people are probably going to experience. So some of those include nausea, which is one of the main consistent ones that most people say that they do experience. Vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and also constipation. These are some of the more minor side effects that you'll probably experience. Some people say they haven't experienced any. There are some people that said maybe like the first week, maybe like the first 2 weeks, but after that they were pretty much good. So I guess it's a case by case basis. It depends on your body and how your body reacts to it. More the serious risk include thyroid tumors. Now, as far as the thyroid tumors, there weren't any in like the human studies, but in the rats and some of the other animals they tested it on, it was thyroid cancer showing up in the animals. So yeah, yeah. Hey, I don't know about that. Pancreatitis, kidney problems, allergic reactions, could also cause hypoglycemia. Um, so they're saying like if you take any other diabetic medications and you mix it with Ozempic, it could cause hypoglycemia. So definitely want to consult with your doctor on that. Rather safe than sorry. We all want to lose weight. We all want to look good, but we don't want to die over it. I mean, come on now. If you're pregnant, I would not recommend. They said if you do have type 1 diabetes, you should not use this, period, at all. They don't recommend it for you. Let's talk about the cost of this stuff. Now, they are saying that some doctors are prescribing this stuff off label, right? And because of that, it's caused a shortage. Some people, because their insurance won't cover it, they have even started coming out of pocket for this stuff on a monthly basis. Right now, the US sits at the most expensive. What a surprise. At $935.77 before tax. So probably about $1,000 after tax, or maybe even a little bit more. In Canada right now it's about $147, and in Australia it's about $87, but prices change. So if you live in any one of those places, I would definitely research for the current and updated prices. One thing to consider too, when you take these type of drugs that obviously manipulate your blood sugar levels, you definitely want to monitor your blood sugar levels. Last thing you want to do is just fall out somewhere. You snatched, you slim, you trim, you know what I mean, and you just faint somewhere on your vacation. You just fall out. So definitely be safe with this stuff, y'all. I know y'all want to look good, but please, please, please do me a favor and be safe with this stuff. Do not kill yourself. Another thing too with diabetes is it can affect your vision. So they are recommending anybody that takes this stuff to monitor your vision. If you see any changes, even slightly, in your vision while you're on it, please, please consult your doctor immediately. Immediately, because it could be something detrimental. But again, better safe than sorry, right? Another thing, it says that you want to monitor your kidney function because it can interrupt your kidneys. And it also said your liver as well, but that's dependent on if you already have like a pre-existing condition. So the reason why they're calling this a a miracle drug, is because this thing is set to cure so many things that you're probably going to be shocked. Number one is saying that it can either maybe not cure, but be somewhat of a cure for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, kidney disease, infertility, PCOS, sleep apnea, some liver disease. But again, as I mentioned, that really just depends on how serious your disease is, what stage it may be at. Cardiovascular as a whole, but it's also said on the other side, some studies are saying that it can affect your cardiovascular if you have a serious pre-existing condition. So again, I highly recommend, again, before taking anything, please, please, please be safe. Do your research. So one way that you could save money is by going to Mexico. Yeah, so if you're not familiar, there's pharmacies in Mexico that you can get certain drugs that the US has, but without a prescription, and a lot of times for a lot cheaper. They do have a limit on what you can bring back. I'm not exactly sure what that limit is. Check with Mexico, check with the US, and always make sure you're safe. You know what I mean? We don't want to see you on border control, because I'm going to see you, because I watched that show. I'm going to see you and I'm going to talk about you.
What are the injections for?
What kind of shot did you get? Did they tell you?
It's called the, oh my God. It just slipped my mind. I know the name of it, but it just slipped my mind.
And I heard you mention to the officer that it's cheaper down there.
Because I told you not to do it. But that's one way, you could get it over there. The main ingredient that's in this stuff is semaglutide. I may be saying that wrong, but there's some people that have actually gotten this stuff. They say when they get it, the stuff doesn't come within any directions. It comes in a white powder form. Now, I know some white powder that'll make you lose weight, but I don't know if it's the same thing. Hey, but do your research. You get a syringe with it. And
What?
if you got to spend a couple extra dollars, if you got to save up, just do that. Please do that. I mean, you don't know what you're putting in your body. These websites can say anything, especially if it's from overseas. You don't know if it's what it's supposed to be, right? Come on now. Or what you could do is try your magic with your doctor and just pray to God that he will write you a prescription. Be prepared. If your insurance is covering it now, right? Then have a plan for post-insurance, right? So you can continue to afford this month to month. Or two would be work on your natural ability to refrain from things that are not good for you, right? Work on that. So, because this drug basically by mimicking your GLP-1, no matter what you eat, this drug is able to keep your blood sugar levels at bay. You see what I'm saying? So by not having any spikes, like I mentioned before, you're able to lose the weight and keep it off. But once this drug is no longer active in your body, that may not be the case, right? So you have to work on being able to control your own habits, your own eating habits, because the number one thing that's going to happen is you're going to regain the weight if you don't change your eating habits immediately. Or at least, if not overnight, because obviously this is difficult to do, but at least try to work on that habit day by day by day. So if it does come an instance where you can't continue the drug for an extended period of time, because of whatever reason, right? Then at least now you're able to maintain what you've already lost. And that's including your habits too. So if you're able to keep that up, that will be great. Because essentially, I feel, just my opinion, that drugs like this should only be a head start. Should only be a head start. My wife, she was talking about getting on this stuff. I'm like, look, I'm going to just put the picture up. Look at it. My opinion was she didn't need it because she had already made great progress. And most people are not far from where they want to be. Most people are only trying to lose that last 10 pounds. But they can't, because it requires too much focus and it requires too much discipline. And that's the only way you're going to get. Your body doesn't want you to naturally lose weight. Your body is going to go into survival mode after a while. It's just the nature of the body, right? That's why fasting works so good. But what I'm saying is, if you can work on those habits, then this will be great. That means you can do this for 60, 90 days, 120 days, and then just be done with it. Because I don't know about you, but I don't trust things, medications, and for an extended period of time, because anything that manipulates a natural ability in my body, I'm wary of it, especially for an extended period of time or for the rest of my life, because some of these people have to take this stuff for the rest of their life. I don't know about you. I don't want to be injecting myself for the rest of my life. But if it does help me get a boost, especially for some of the 600 pound my life, what is that show? You know what I'm talking about, right? The 600-pound show. Now those people, that's who I personally, because essentially it may be safer than weight loss surgery. They're saying that weight loss surgery is down ever since this Ozempic craze has happened, because essentially people know it's a risk going under the knife, especially when you're 600 pounds. So I would totally encourage somebody 600 pounds or more, or even somewhere in that range. My final thoughts on it is, hey, if this is what's got to make these companies give us healthier food in the supermarket, then so be it. I'm all for it, because we need it. You always hear about these other countries that, have so much safer food, and they banned all these ingredients in the US. And so if this is what needs to make the US tighten up on their food laws and give us actual food that's not going to kill us, I'm all for it 100%. I laid out the cost for you. I told you the risk. I told you the reward. Now it's time for you to do your research and figure out, is this for me or is it not? Because you want to be snatched by your birthday in 2 weeks. So you thinking about getting it. So go ahead, do your research and see what you come up with. Because it's the only thing gonna get you there in 2 weeks. Telling your trainer that you need to be snatched by your birthday in 2, I'm telling you, you're wasting your breath. This is the only thing. This might be your best chance. Nah, for real though. Like I said, I'm only giving you the surface. Talk to your doctor, get the test ran, get the blood work done, and make sure that it's fully safe for you to take on this drug. But look, I appreciate y'all for coming with me on episode 2. It was a pleasure. Y'all remember to like and subscribe for the best content. Let's go, man. Truish Talks.
Story to tell.